The plans for commemorating Her late Majesty the Queen are falling to pieces, I think. We're entering an age of ambient monarchy. Gone are the bronze behemoths of the Victorian era, and in their place, glass bridges, wind sculptures, curated soundscapes, and meandering pathways, and the new National Memorial to Queen Elizabeth II, unveiled this week as the winning design by Lord Foster's firm, is a thing of many parts: statues, gates, gardens, a translucent bridge inspired by her wedding tiara, and even the Queen's voice piped discreetly through the foliage. Have you come far? Have you come far? Have you come far? It's ambitious, it's thoughtful, but is it, to put it bluntly, memorable or appropriate? Let's remind ourselves what a good memorial is for. It doesn't exist simply to decorate a park or appease a planning committee. It must communicate something enduring. It's not just about the subject, but about the values of the society doing the remembering. And in this sense, we might ask whether Britain still knows how to do memorialisation properly, or whether in our zeal for nuance, inclusivity, and interpreted landscaping, we've become oddly evasive. Compare this sprawling St James Park complex with the blunt eloquence of the Victoria Memorial outside Buckingham Palace itself. There stands the late Queen's great-great-grandmother in full imperial confidence, enthroned, glowering, flanked by lions and angels facing the Mall, as though to remind the viewer, and perhaps her successors, who once ruled an empire on which the sun never set. It's unsubtle, but it speaks with authority, clarity, and permanence. Now contrast that with the Princess Diana Memorial Fountain in Hyde Park, a water feature so understated that it's often mistaken for a malfunctioning drainage system, designed to reflect her inclusive spirit. It was meant to be democratic and tactile, but it achieved what it achieved in symbolism, it lacked in presence. Even Diana's own sons have expressed reservations about how it captures her legacy. It simply gives the impression that this is a tribute to incontinence. And so we arrive at the late Queen Elizabeth II, a figure of rare continuity, duty, and understated symbolism, and the Foster design reflects those values in form. The glass unity bridge, a nod to the tiara she wore in 1947, seeks to marry tradition and transparency. There's poetry in that, but there's also a risk of diffusion. This is not a single iconic structure, it's a landscape experience, a kind of commemorative promenade. And one might argue that this reflects the Queen herself, gracious, unshowy, a woman who avoided monumentalism. But a memorial must also teach, must also last. Do future generations passing through St James's Park need to follow a breadcrumb trail of artistic metaphors to grasp her importance, or should the core message be carved in stone? The budget, incidentally, is somewhere around £23 million and £46 million. That's quite a spread, and quite a sum for something still subject to refinement. Lord Foster, aged 90, has reassured us that the work will be gentle and sensitive to the ecology of the park. It will, he says, bring together formal and informal elements, much like the Queen herself, but that very blending of sculpture, garden, gate, bridge, audio, air raises the question, is this design an elegant tribute, or a memorial by committee? It includes an equestrian statue visible from the Mall, a direct echo of Victoria's, but then splits into softer, more impressionistic gestures. It is as if we are slightly embarrassed to declare reverence directly. Why this hesitation? Possibly because our culture now mistrusts grandiosity. In an age of fractured identity and contested history, the very idea of a singular, imposing national memorial can feel almost gauche. But Queen Elizabeth's strength was precisely that she unified by offering continuity, ritual, discretion. The question is whether the memorial reflects her, or whether it reflects us in all our indecision. That said, not all traditions must be rebuilt in marble. The design team includes artist Yinka Shonibar, ecologist Nigel Dunnett, landscape designer Michael Devine, figures known for their contemporary, culturally pluralist sensibilities, and their involvement ensures the memorial is not just for the establishment but also for the public realm. Ecologically sustainable, aesthetically nuanced, emotionally living, emotionally inviting. Still, to return to the original question, have we forgotten how to do a good memorial? Well, not entirely, but we have perhaps forgotten how to do a clear one. Victoria sits like a chapter in British history. Elizabeth's memorial, if we're not carefully, risks being a paragraph break, and elegant, yes, but easy to miss. The Queen famously said that she had to be seen to be believed. In choosing a glass bridge, an ambient soundscape over a single focal point, we may end up with a memorial that must be explained to be believed. That's not a good memorial, is it?